Takže vítajte vás Páperíčko už pri 7. časti Let's Playa na hru Dreamfall Chapters. Minule sme skončili tu pri kampani pre kandidátku hlavu u minisku. Čiže máme tu právnika Barutyho, s ktorým sme minule trošičku pokecali, tak skúsim sa ešte spýtať na pár vecí.
What's on your mind, Sissy?
Takže teda trošičku ho vyspovedáme.
Konstantin Wolf is Uminska's biggest opponent and Baruti's nemesis.
Takže spýtame sa teda na Konstantina Wolfa.
Are you worried Wolf could win?
Of course I'm worried. He is a snake, slippery and venomous. Wolf is a populist, a nationalist, a fascist.
Takže viem, pekne sa ňom vyjadruje.
But he only represents himself. And of course, the corporations that are secretly backing his campaign.
I thought Wolf was anti-corporate. That's what he says in the ads.
That man has a lot of plata. Millions being channeled into his campaign. Where do you think that's coming from? He has the support of some very powerful...
No takže klasika.
The same people he
Náš opozičný kandidát je teda niekto, kto tvrdí, že je samostatný, teda nie za ľudí, ale pritom financujú veľké korporácie. Odkiaľ to len človek pozná.
Have lost any shred of authority and trust. They made a mistake there, and it's hurt them. With Wolf, they have a new strategy. He pretends to distance himself from the corps in order to represent the working people. He will berate the corps, claim that he's going to clean things up, put power back into the hands of the proletariat, but the truth is, he is even more in the pocket of the syndicate than Dieter Gross and the Blues. It's a brilliant strategy. As long as they can...
Takže sme sa teda dozvedeli niečo aj o našich asi najslabších protikandidátoch, a to sú aliancia na čele s Dieterom Grossom.
Once he's clawed his way into power, he's capable of anything. He's created a cult of personality around himself. A very calculated fictional narrative that appeals to a lot of voters unhappy with the state of Europolis. The only thing we can do is try to expose his lies. And...
What?
I think I found something. I've been doing a lot of digging. Back in Botswana, I have connections high up in Bokamba Mesa. Family connections.
Ideme teda niečo teda vytiahnuť na našho protikandidáta, očividne. Sa nezdá, že kam až môžu siahať teda zdroje.
At the very least, it would make people question his integrity and honesty. If we're lucky, maybe even enough evidence for a criminal investigation.
Tak vysoko rúbeme. No to mám taký pocit, že asi nedopadne dobre.
Once I have concrete evidence, I'm giving it to your man, Riza. He can do the story. Expose Wolf and his lies.
I'm sure the Hand will be very interested. But Baruti, please just stay low, okay? Kaiser Constantine is evil.
He is. And this is exactly why we have to fight him. We cannot back down.
Baruty je teda pomerne dosť odhodlaný.
Dishonest and cowardly.
I don't think I ever asked Baruti how he ended up working for Leo Uminska and the
Asi sa ho spýtame, jak to
How did you
skončilo.
end up working on the campaign?
Just a happy accident. I was working for a charity in Dresden.
Ja viem, že ono tých kecačiek je trošku viacej, ale zase sú to zaujímavé veci pre neskorší dej, takže tieto hry vám nikdy nič neponúknú len tak, že proste aby ste zabili čas. Vždycky za každou replikou niečo sa skrýva. Niečo, čo vám buď pomôže, alebo niečo, čo teda priamo má dosah na tú hru. Práve na to hovorí, ako sa dostal k Lej Uminskej.
I told her everything I thought they were doing wrong. Humility wasn't in my blood.
Že kedy si nebol vtedy skromný, ale tak...
That's the last I'll ever hear from her. 2 weeks later, I get an offer from her campaign manager. They want me to join her team in Gdansk.
That must have been a good feeling.
I was scared, Sissy. I left Botswana because I was tired of doing things just for myself.
Takže taká altruistická duša je z neho, pretože prišiel do Európy sa pomáhať.
And now, suddenly, here I was, part of a movement to change the world. I wasn't prepared for it, but I couldn't say no. And I haven't for a single moment regretted that decision.
So spýtame na rodinu.
7 siblings. Impressive work. I can't even begin to relate. Makes me wish I'd had siblings growing
Že
up.
pochádzal teda z veľkej rodiny, ako sme sa dozvedeli.
The twins. They are wonderful, Sisi. You'd like them. They also jump ship.
Neviem, či je to oslovenie Sisi, ktorý má oslovuje. Ak teda vás niečo napadne, tak kľudne mi píšte, čo to má znamenať.
They're neo-Luddites.
Anarcho-primitives.
Cool. A friend from uni went feral for a few years. She told me all about it after she reintegrated.
Takže nejakí anarcho-primitívovia proste, že sa stižujú nejako prírodne, kvázi ako systémom tých klasických kmeňov. Pardon.
You don't get to talk often, unfortunately.
What about your other siblings?
They're all in the family business. Corporate lawyers, financiers, like father. My oldest sister Lesedi is second in command. When father retires, she takes the reins. He keeps a tight leash on everyone. And when he can't, he cuts you off.
Your mother too?
We see each other now and then. But to father, she was just another in a long line of baby mothers. Bought and paid for. They are separated. She shares an estate with the other ex-wives. It's an odd arrangement. But mother knew what she was getting into. She's been well compensated. I think she's happy. In her way. Hey, what can I say? My family is crazy. Dysfunctional. It's what I wanted to escape from.
Čiže proste nechcel žiť v takej rodine a teda zdrhol.
And I'm not one of them anymore.
Čiže teda sám za seba.
Baruti always speaks so warmly of Leo Minska.
A spýtame sa teda, čo si vlastne myslí o...
I don't think I can ever really understand that kind of dedication.
How
well do you know Minska?
I've known her for several years, professionally. It's not like we're friends. Although she did take me out to dinner once, to thank me for my help. She's guarded, not the warmest person in the world. I think that's where we need to improve. Help her to open up and be more human. Get voters to see the person behind the mask. I really do think she's the right person to run Europolis. And not just because the alternatives are so disturbing.
Every time I watch Konstantin Wolf speak, I get the shivers. The bad ones.
They don't call him Kaiser Konstantin for nothing. And Leia, Miss Uminska, she knows him better than most. She has to constantly stand up to him and his hooligans. She has to deal with incessant insults and slandering without sinking to his level. I don't envy her that position. She's not perfect. No one is.
Čiže očividne naša kandidátka je síce skvelá, ale nevie hovoriť v telke, takže budeme to musieť zlepšiť nejakým spôsobom. Možno nie priamo my, ale to nám teda hovorí. Ak sa ešte spýtam, čo si myslí o Europolise.
I don't get your enthusiasm for Europolis, Baruti.
You've only been here a few months, Sisi. It takes time to understand.
Baruti má strašne rád toto mesto. A hovorím, že musíme mu porozumieť, že každá štvrť je svojím vlastným organizmom.
Dresden, Gdansk, even Berlin. Propast has an old soul. There's real history here.
Že je to história, ale tak niečo keď Propast je, tuším, že je niečo okolo Prahy, aspoň teda v tomto prípade.
Is actually happening. That's another reason why I came here for the campaign. Propast is like a barometer for Europolis as a whole. Whichever direction the wind blows in Propast, the rest often follows.
Will you stay here after the campaign is over?
I don't know what Leia and the party has planned for me, if we take office. I'm not sure my future is in politics, but I won't abandon my duty if I'm asked to serve. I'll stay in Europolis for certain. Unless Wolf wins. Then, I don't know. Anything but going south. I want to keep a safe distance from father and their family business.
OK, takže...
Sounds like Baruti's been around the world and back.
Očividne teda veľa cestovala a teda aj my by sme chceli, takže sa s ním o tom porozprávame.
I don't know if I'd say I've traveled a lot, but I have traveled. When I was part of the family business, I regularly did business across Africa, the kingdom and
ten robot naprava pani, že tak si sa tu byl za ten čas aj zoddal ten plagát.
The freedom and prosperity we enjoy in the African Union. The resources, fresh air, lack of pollution. I miss that, most of all. Africa is
a sa teda veľmi pekne v Afrike.
And you don't think about it until you see how it is elsewhere. How people are hungry, cold, with no easy access to implants or gene therapy.
I really miss Africa, especially when it's like this, boiling hot and humid. Does it ever get better?
Better? Never. Well, maybe for a month in spring and autumn. But winter here is bitter and wet. And in summer, it's like this every day. Not a breath of fresh air. No. You must learn to appreciate Europolis for its strengths and not compare it with home, Sisi.
No a ešte, čiže nám hovorí, že teda netreba Europolis rovnávať s tým, čo je doma, ale že treba oceniť jeho pozitíva. Chceme vedieť, čo robil teda predtým.
What did you do before you came to Europolis?
I was a lawyer. Can you believe it?
Bol to právnik, dokonca korporátny.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
I was good too. I managed the family's trust in Johannesburg. My older brothers run things from Francistown, Gaborone, and the city of London.
How many brothers do you have?
4. And 3 sisters. We are 8 altogether. Same father, different mothers.
You're the youngest?
Youngest boy. I have 2 younger sisters. Twins.
To som už teda hovoril o tomto, takže to skipnem.
We don't speak. She did not approve of my change of heart.
What happened?
What can I say? I finally saw what I was doing.
Už očividne teda jeho rodina neschvaľuje to, čo robí, ale zase ho to naplňa šťastím.
Obsessed with money, power, status. Also, I didn't agree with some of the investments we were making. The lack of ethics.
Čiže mu vadila aj neetickosť niektorých vecí.
My job, my family, my
takže
fiancé.
opustil všetko.
I had to make a clean break. It was too easy to simply fall back into the good life. I had to learn to struggle.
You don't miss them?
Every day, Sisi. Every day. I speak to Gosego from time to time. My second oldest brother. And the twins, of course. But the rest? They were disappointed and angry. They didn't understand.
To je smutné, že teda takto to dopadlo. Tak mu teda...
See you later, Baruti.
Okay, Sisi. I'll see you later.
Sme teda pozdravili na... Našou úlohou je teda ísť na sprch porozprávať sa s tetou Queenie. Malo by ma tam aj nejaký čínsky... Nejaký čínsky obchodík. Myslím si, že som tu niečo také videl, aspoň sa mi teda zdá.
This is no place for a young lady.
Ďalší reklamný robot.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
Tu je nejaký Queenie niečo. Tu je nejaké dievča.
How old can she be? 14? For someone her age, she projects a lot of authority.
To bude asi ona.
Good day. Welcome to Queenie's Quintessentials. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for Queenie.
Oh, the Madame's not seeing anyone at the moment. I can show you her latest creations if you'd like.
I'm not shopping. I need to speak with Queenie. Could you ask her if she has a moment?
That depends. Did you bring anything?
Bring anything? Like what?
Madame Queenie is a respected figure in this community. In order to see her, you need to show respect. A gift, something of value, something that proves you're here to discuss important matters.
What would that be?
I'm sure you'll find something that reflects your taste and the value you place on a potential meeting with
Takže máme
Madame.
dnes nejaký daček, pretože nie je len tak hocikto. Takže teda, no, máme 2000 virtuálnych kreditov, nejaký vendor.
You know, you don't have to stop here. Do you ever feel like you're a bit player in a bigger story? I feel so small and useless.
Ok, či nie je podstatný.
Just some guy selling generic stuff in the Chinese market.
It's, what was it again? Baiju? Baiju. Chinese liquor. I've never tasted it. I'm more of a beer gal. Chinese
Sošky?
lions.
Čiže nejaké čínske vína, nejaké sošky.
I've heard that stuff causes rashes. The moon dust, not the lions.
Skúsim sa pospýtať s týmto obchodníkom.
That bottle of liquor.
Baiju, Chinese wine. The very best you can possibly get.
No,
This one is
také
distilled
klasické
from the
obchodník
rare
vychvaluje
seeds
svoje
of
zbožie,
grown on a
pekne.
Himalayan slope, with purified water from the deepest wells of Kunming and organic rice grains from Guilin.
Sounds expensive.
For you, only 20,000 yuan.
20,000?
20 000!
It's a bargain. Look, the price tag says 30,000. You're getting an incredible deal.
Well, I don't have 20,000 yuan. Can't you go any lower?
I'd be losing money if I did that. No deal.
Koľko nám dal? Kryptocoin. No má iba 2000 yuanov, a nás chce za to 20 000.
You're making a smart decision.
A bottle of Baiju.
Nemôžem ho to len tak zobrať.
Looks like cheap liquor, but what do I know about liquor? Beer, on the other hand.
Have you changed your mind? 20,000 is an incredible bargain.
I can't afford that.
You're missing out on a good deal.
They call it the Chinese market, but it's a mix of everything and everyone.
No, that's clavada, a total rip-off,
I'm
way
not
too expensive.
quite sure what
I'll give
she's
you
selling.
$3.50 for it and not one quai more.
An eclectic assortment of merchandise,
That's less than
and
what
also
I
that
paid.
Baiju
At that
stuff.
price, I'll be losing money. $3.60.
I don't
That's
see how
my
a
final
Chinese
offer.
fan could stave off the summer heat and
that's
pro
it.
pass.
That's the price you give to strangers. How many times have I shopped here? I thought we were friends. You're disrespecting me with
Ok,
that
čiže je
price.
tu nejaký konflikt, skúsime do
Please
neho
don't interrupt.
zasiahnuť.
These are delicate negotiations.
Tak nás
How do you
poslal do
expect me
keľu.
to be able to feed my children, make rent, pay Mr. London for... Can you see that I'm busy with a customer?
$3.50.
Joj.
$3.60.
I'm not going anywhere about...
Za niečo by sme to mali vymeniť. Otázka je ale za čo?
I'm nobody. Look, I wish I had more to contribute, but I don't. I'm window dressing. It's not like I made the decision to be here, or that... That's it. I'll never say anything.
One little push and she's in the river. No one will know it was so... Wait. What am I thinking? You don't want to end up most wanted. Well, no.
Hello again. Did you bring a suitable gift for Queenie?
Očividne nie.
No one would miss one little item, would they? Would they? Oh, they totally would.
Zaujíma strašne na myšlienky. Nemôžem to nejako čotknúť tu on. Alebo čo?
It's, what was it again? A bottle of baijiu. He's selling a bunch of stuff. I'm not really sensing any sort of theme here. Just
Feel
stuff.
free to move on.
And that Chinese liquor,
tables, more
baijiu.
important merchants.
Have you changed your mind? 20,000 is an incredible bargain.
I can't afford that.
You're missing out on a good deal.
I knew you wouldn't buy anything. I never do.
No úprimne, nenapadá ma, akým spôsobom by sme to mali vyriešiť, lebo máme pri sebe 2000. Takže vôbec som si to nepozrel, vôbec som si to nevyspoiloval. Mala by to byť nejaká...
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
What was it again?
I'm not going anywhere below 360.
Baijiu.
I can do this
Ale to,
today.
že...
350. Final offer.
I've never tasted it.
So can I.
I'm more of a beer girl.
Páperíčko je proste slepý.
350.
Myslím si, že aj to majú.
360.
Toto víno. Takže teraz musíme nejakým spôsobom interagovať s nimi.
350.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 300.
Oh, for God's sake. You're 10 yuan apart. You know what? I'm paying the difference. Withdraw it from my stick. Can you guys please wrap this up now?
What? How dare you?
Takže sme teda zasiahli.
It's 10 yuan. That's nothing, right?
Nothing? Nothing. You understand nothing. It's not about
No
money,
klasicky
it's
proste
about
sa
respect.
nehádajú o peniaze, ale o tom, kto má pravdu.
Puta, you've taken my face and you've stepped all over it. I have no face. Look, down there on the ground. What's that? That's my face. No, I won't lose face because of this dupa. And
Dupa.
paying the full sticker price. What is it? 1,200 yuan? Here, take all of it. All of it!
Takže sa nám teda podarilo
Come by more often.
zasiahnuť.
That wasn't... what? What just happened?
A ku spokojnosti predavačky.
100 from your little show. Nice work. What can I help you?
A my sa to mohli pomohli sa vlastne obchodníčka ešte zarobiť na tom, že teda ten chlapík bol hrdý a rozhodol sa, že teda nebude nejakým spôsobom sa tu nechávať vyplácať nejakej zákazničky alebo čo.
You have excellent taste. Finest Chinese wine, most prestigious gift. Made with short grain rice from Wuchang.
Dobre, zase si vypočujeme o pôvode tohto vína. Ale čo je podstatné si ho vyrobiť, pretože sme túto predavačku zachránili.
Since you helped me, I give you a very, very special price. It's normally 20,000 yuan.
Ale stále som proste na tom krátko.
Generous, but still a bit steep. Can you give me even more?
What? Are you insane? Short grain rice from Wuchang? Mongolian
Zjednávanie ako na správnom trhu.
A bottle of baijiu.
Dobre, to sme počuli.
I don't see how a Chinese fan could stave off the summer heat and propast.
Change your mind? You won't find a bottle of wine this fine for a price this low anywhere in the bricks.
No, too expensive.
Stále proste. Tak zober si krypto peniaze.
You won't find a bottle of wine this fine for a price this low anywhere in the bricks.
No, too expensive.
Skúsim sa vrátiť k tomuto Eleganovi, či nám teda neponúkne lepšiu cenu, keď tam sa vyjednali 5000.
We'd agreed on a special price. She's selling a cheap counterfeit with the lowest of low-grade synthetic rice in imported space water.
A už to ide, už osačujeme konkurenciu.
Honesty and trickery. I will sell you this bottle for 3,000 yuan.
From 20,000 to 3,000.
A special price, only for you. Only
Ja
today.
chcem, ale keď za 5000 ja ti dám za 3 práve, ona to dá za 5 fake.
I'm already losing money on that.
No dobré. A skúsim to teda sklepať, keď prídeme k nej naspäť. Poviem, že nám to teda dáva za 3000, tak...
I found another bottle of wine, same as yours, cheaper. 3,000.
No to je tak super, páči sa mi to.
What? Impossible! No one sells this wine for less than 15,000 yuan. It must be a different label.
A zase osačujeme konkurenciu.
A forgery then. This is the bricks. There are forgeries everywhere. Not here, of course. I'm legal. Everything you see on this table is the real
To legálne.
Sure, but it looked the same to me, and since I can't tell the difference...
Wait! I give it to you for 2. Can't believe I'm saying this. 2,000 yuan.
A ešte s bočkom poprosím. Dobre. Aj, opa. Takže si to teda dáme, teda kryptopeniaze.
I hope you're happy that my children won't be eating tonight.
Dobre, keci.
You're a ruthless negotiator. I respect
Ale vyslúžili som si rešpekt. Takže máme fľašu vína Baijiu, ktoré je očividne veľmi cenené. A utekáme konečne za tou Queenie. Nech teda tam máme. Nech to máme teda z krku.
Did you find a gift yet?
Jaj, zase brať tieto malej.
This is a bottle of, Baijiu. Rare seeds, clean water, hand-picked, distilled with rare rice.
Trošku menej kvetnatý opis ako od
So I can
obchodníkov.
see. I'm sorry, but Queenie gets a lot of bottles of cheap Baijiu.
This isn't cheap, honest. It's a really great bottle of wine. I mean, look at the price tag. 30,000 yuan.
30,000
Here are the
yuanov.
bricks. Price tags are transient.
A vyjednáva.
One moment, please. Yes, madame? This will
Niečo.
suffice as a gift. Thank you. You can go across and see the madame now.
Dobre,
Just
tak
put
sa
your gift on the
nakoniec
table and go on
konečne
through.
podarilo.
She's waiting for you.
Thanks.
Takže sme položili náš darček a ideme teda ďalej. A bude nás teda čakať.
Step softly, young lady. The vibrations are throwing off my precision.
Oops. Sorry.
Tut tut. No talking either. We're closed today, but seeing as you got past my girl, I guess you have legitimate business.
Yeah. Higher. Well, sort of.
Yes?
I'm with the Uminska campaign. Uminska, Leia.
No, tak vyzerá, že
Unity?
moc nechce byť
I'm quite
naklonená.
familiar with the Social Democrats, girl. You work with Baruti Marfane, then?
Yeah. Yes.
He's a nice man, genuine. You can tell he believes in his work. Do you?
A klasické kecačky, či veríme vo svoje presvedčenie.
Zoe, Castillo. I'm, in politics because, well, because... Part of it is because I want to make a difference. That may not be the whole truth, my main motivation.
Prečo som v
Even the most
politike?
honest answer, but it is true. I want to make a difference in some way. It's embarrassing, but part of the reason is that I have time to spare and I want to do
Myslím si,
something valuable
že
with that time. It's not like I'm that invested in this. I want to make a difference and I have the time to spare. But the truth is that I don't know why. Part of it, I want to make a difference.
Goodness me, take your time.
It's a difficult question to answer. I do want to make a difference, but yeah.
Making a difference isn't always what it's cracked up to be. Take it from me. I've lived a very long time. I've spent the second half of my life making up for the mistakes of the first half. There's a sort of symmetry to that, I guess. We all come to understand that our choices and actions have consequences, some more than others, and mostly in ways we can never anticipate or control. Such is the nature of the universe. Sometimes we learn too late what those consequences may be, and actions are hard to take back. Brilliant people have tried to crack that.
I'm not sure.
Never mind. Castillo, was it? Castle. Spanish?
Argentinian.
Yes. Well, what can I do for you?
Takže zjistil, odkiaľ sme.
You probably know why I'm here.
I can make an educated guess. But I wasn't really thinking about your campaign work. I was thinking in general. Is there anything you are looking for?
Oh. Baruti told me to... Well... I think what I'm really after is some sort of meaning to it all. The conspiracy, the coma, the fragmented memories. All of it. I want it all to make sense, and I want to stop feeling like I'm not in charge of my future. I miss Dad. I miss me. I miss... what? Casablanca? No, not that. And I don't miss who I used to be. Whiny, petulant.
Ale či ak si to chcete prečítať, tak vlastne nechám to tu. Teda pristavte.
I haven't completely reconciled myself with who. Perhaps more than anything, it's not remembering that haunts me the most. Not knowing exactly what happened to me. To the people I care about. To be so uncertain about so much. I can't even trust myself because sometimes I feel I'm fooled. But more than meaning, maybe I'm simply after belonging somewhere. With someone. To find peace.
Tož niekde patrí asi najlepšie.
I want to belong somewhere.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it?
I'm so sorry. That was really inappropriate.
Teraz sa ospravedlňujem Zoe, pretože tak nevie, že čo tam čo to malo znamenať, že to takto vypovedala, ale na Queenie sme robili dojem. Takže ideme rozprávať o politike.
Yeah, all right. So, we, Lea Uminska, the Social Democrats, we're wondering if you would...
Support Uminska and the Social Democrats in the election, I know.
Či tá Queenie je očividne rázna.
You see, Zoe,
the
most important thing for me is this community and the people who look to me for guidance and support.
Takže činím takým nepísaným vodcom tejto trhovej komunity.
I know that I have to take a political stand, and I know that stand will have implications and repercussions. The Blues have left me alone, never bothered me. Dieter Gross is a safe choice, the status quo. Wolf, I do not trust. I have no wish to see him or his European dawn thugs in power. The consequences of that would be on the scariest side of unknown. The Marxists are preoccupied with rhetoric, demonstrations and marches, grand speeches and even grander gestures. I don't think they'll get in my way, but they do get on my nerves. And we have your Social Democrats.
A naši sociálni
They are
demokrati.
the compromise. I usually abhor compromises. In this case, however, the extremes aren't very attractive. And so it comes down to this. Prove to me that your party cares about this community and the people in it, and you'll have my support.
No, takže musíme robiť Láskavosti pre Queenie.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Dobre, s týmto súhlasíme.
How do I prove that?
The Eye's been increasingly successful at keeping undesirables off the streets. That doesn't mean they're not here still. There's a city beneath the city, populated by those who have fallen through the cracks. People with no home, no identity. Old, young.
Takže či ideme do nejakého... Nechcem to povedať podsvetiť, lebo to znamená dačo iné, ale... Máme nájsť Hanu, nejaký dievča, ktoré teda... Queenie sledovala.
Help Hannah. Find her. Tell her Queenie is looking for. If you can, bring her to me. If not, just make sure she's all right. Do this for me, and we will talk politics again.
I'll do my best. But where do I start?
Nella Vilcek. She sells food...
Up top. The food court outside Seshadri Tower. I'm sorry, but yeah, I know Nella. She's a friend of mine. It's incredibly weird.
No coincidence. No story.
Takže, máme sa spýtať, či vie Nelly.
You were the right person to ask, Castlewell.
Miss Vilcek, Nella
Hannah
Bites.
mentioned some
Pekná narážka.
done for Miss Vilcek. I don't know the details. I'm guessing deliveries.
I'll start with Nella. I'll let you know when
Takže
I know
odkiaľ mám na to nové bravčové?
Queenie will do. I left my old name behind somewhere. I had no use for it anymore.
Tak sa ešte spýtame na Hanu, prečo je taká špeciálna.
You mean why this particular girl and not 1,000 others? The others are names, faces.
Čiže ostatní sú mená, tváre a Hana je osoba.
She's important to me. That's all you
A
need
dôležitá
to know.
pre Queenie.
And now you've taken up enough of my time. There is work to do for both of us.
Čiže môžem sa ešte skúsiť spýtať.
Thank you, Miss Castillo.
Už sa nemôžem skúsiť spýtať. Takže... Mám lokalizovať Hanu Dot a...
Feel free to move on. You're making a smart decision.
Teda je miesto, kde by som mal začať teda Nella.
It's you!
Dobre, takže či ste niekoho našli?
The superhero from my dream. You're her.
To je to dievčatko, čo sme zachránili. Tak to je paráda.
Yes, you were in my dream.
Ona si nás pamätá, to je tak super.
And it was. You helped me wake up.
You're mistaken. I don't even own a dream machine. I couldn't possibly have been in your dreams.
It was you. You were there. I don't use it much anymore. The dream machine. Most of the time I say no, just like you told me to. I read inside.
To je tak krásne, ona si nás to ste pamätá, to je strašne zlaté. Presne to, čo sme povedali, ešte to, ako sme sa pýtali, ako vyzerám ako superhrdina. To je paráda.
She prefers that to being awake. She doesn't eat much or go outside ever. Thank you for helping me. Zoe, right?
Áno, Zoe.
How do you... I didn't... What? What the hell was that all about?
Ďalšie, že my si ju vôbec nepamätáme. Nebude to, ne? Prečo nám si ukázalo? No nevadí, ale tak sa to bolo dosť nezaujímavé.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
Takže sme došli k Seshadri Towers. Zrieme, koľko teda nahrávame. Myslím si, že už by to malo byť... No už to bude aj vyše pol hodinku. Takže ak sa nenahnevate, tak toto ukončím. Myslím si, že toto roztomilé stretnutie na záver bolo veľmi príjemné. A zvyšok, ako budeme hľadať Hannu, uvidíte v ďalšom dieli. Takže dúfam, že sa vám videjko páčilo, bol to rozhodne veľmi zaujímavé video, Zoe sa opäť niečo sa dozvedela, no a to nie je, takže do tej doby budem asi natáčať pomerne skoro, tak nemali by ste vyukratení o ďalšie zážitky. V každom prípade teším sa na vás na budúce a do tej doby majte sa.